What's really unique about AdaMa Quartet is the instrumentation. It's a quartet of clarinet, bass clarinet, violin, and cello. It's almost like a duo of winds and strings. What's really special though is that even though it's a new project, I've worked with Tasha and Dave over the years on many other projects. Dave in particular, we go way back to the early 2000s. We shared well over 100 performances and recordings together, including touring with Michael Brecker Quintet. So there's a very deep musical trust already built in. And this is my first time working with Guy, which is exciting because we get to discover a new musical chemistry inside the group. What I love about playing in this group is that I get to play other composers' music, other living composers' music, and I get to be a classical violinist again and fully dedicate myself to that role. And this is when we're not playing my compositions. And I also love playing with chamber musicians of this caliber, performing modern music together. My world premiere piece is called Three Threads of Tekuma, and it's about Jewish diaspora and musical memories from different regions and cultures. The idea of diaspora shows up in the music through grooves and scales. Ashkenazi is reflected through like Fragish scale and klezmer feel, and Sephardic through Middle Eastern elements like maksum rhythm and taksim, an open improvisation on a drone, and Mizrahi through inspiration from Yemenite music. Oh, and because of that long history with Dave, I was able to write certain passages specifically for him, trusting he would naturally understand the phrasing and stylistic inflections without me having to over explain everything. There's a moment in the piece that really lifts everything to a climax. And I built it using a jazz technique called shout chorus, where everyone plays rhythmic unison with close voicing, but over a maksum groove, creating a very powerful, collective statement. Adapting gibberish for this ensemble meant not just changing the orchestration, but also changing some of the structures and foregoing of many aspects and ideas of the original gibberish for the Pan-Asian Timber Jazz Ensemble. And I've had to focus on the core of the piece, which is the theme on the violin, and readapting and adding some elements that wasn't there at all. Even though this is a classical concert, I can't help but play my own improvised cadenza instead of sticking to what's written. I think that's okay as long as, it's in the right style, but please don't tell anybody. What I hope the audience will listen for is the sense that this music feels both old and new, like something familiar returning in a different form. And my piece, Three Threads of Tekuma, Tekuma in Hebrew is rebirth or renewal. And that's very much the feeling here. Reminder that what we hear today is deeply connected to people and sounds that came long before us.